Welcome to the Hoard. I don't know which episode this is because I'm not yet sure if last week's episode is going to get uploaded.
I'm pretty sure we're at 42.
I don't think we're there yet. I think we're at 20 or 21.
Pretty sure it's 42.
I think we're going to have to call this one 20 because if the other one does get... So last week's episode that we filmed is not up yet because there was audio sync issues. Apparently, the program we were using was upgraded and we had to roll back to an old version because it started having audio issues. Is that correct? Am I correct about that?
Si, senor.
Si, senor. I am correct about that. All right. So that's what's going on with last week's episode.
Yeah.
So this is episode 20, and if last week's episode gets done, we'll call it 21, and we'll upload it after this one.
All right.
And it might not make sense.
You'll call it 21. I'll call it 43.
You call it whatever the heck you want to call it.
I will.
Anyways, those of you who watched my Widmovr VR unveiling, so what they did is they sent me some things, and I opened these. So there's a video, and I'll link to it below. But basically, they sent me this cover for the Rift headset. They sent me, I don't know if they're in here or not. They're not. This is just the box. It's a nice box, though. You know, you can watch the video to see all of this if you want. I'm not going to go through it all again. And then there's this here, which I thought looked like a coin purse from medieval times, but other people told me it looked like something else. If you...
drum sack.
I totally didn't notice it right away, but it holds your touch controllers, and it does a very good job.
Yep.
You know.
In case you want to put your touch in
This
your
is
sack.
my touch sack,
Perfect.
which carries around my touch controllers. So those things, they were sent to me, and I did the unboxing, but I hadn't used them yet, so I couldn't obviously give a verdict on them.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a few days with them now, and I gotta say, I mean, the touch bag is what it is. It carries the controllers, and it does it well. And it is $16. And I'm thinking if you're carrying around your controllers a lot, then maybe that's going to be something that you're going to want. But I don't know. Maybe just for storage. I don't know. If you're one of those people who likes to keep your stuff clean and well protected when it's put away, then that's fine. I just put mine on my desk. But there's a lot of people out there like...
You might want to put it out of your reach of your kids.
Yeah, that's true.
Put it on a hook. Boop.
That's true.
Hang your sack up.
It's only $16, and it's got a nice design on it too. Like when it's open, it looks really
Yeah, it looks
cool.
snappy.
They got the same design on their T-shirts, by the way, which they sell for $20 on the site.
Why don't you tell us about the actual cover itself?
The cover itself. I was getting there.
Oh my goodness.
So
Take
this one, I was gonna be. When I first put it on, I don't know what went wrong, but when I put it on like this, it was so tight, or it must have been put on incorrectly, but it was pulling away at the edges. So pulling in. That's what it was doing.
Did you put it on like this?
That's not how I did it.
Are you sure? Because that would give you that problem.
But
it is pulling away.
It did feel like I had it on like that because so much light was bleeding in from the sides, right?
Yeah.
And actually, I was totally ready to just say,
Did you put it on upside down? Maybe.
There's no way to because the elastics are at the top. I have no idea what I did, but I put it on and I tried playing for a while, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna try to power through it. Maybe I'll forget about it. Who knows? But the light bleed was just terrible. I couldn't.
Did you try unplugging it and plugging it back in?
I did.
Did you try resetting it?
I did, because I actually thought initially there's these elastics that wrap around this part, and this is the part that holds your Rift in. So I thought, well, maybe the elastics are getting in the way and it can't go in far enough. So I tried moving those out of the way. But no, it was as if this was sitting out, and there was like this whole space around the edge at the side of the Rift where light was just bleeding in. And I think what happened was I put it on incorrectly, and it was just pulling it too tight and pulling.
Maybe your face is on backwards.
Could be that my face is on backwards. But today I'm like, okay, Nathan, since we're bringing it up on the show, you should probably try the thing out. And I put it on. And
strangely enough, my face was put on properly, and I didn't have any light bleed at all.
Yeah, Nathan's face totally fixed it. It was like made for Nathan's face. And so I put it on, and I'm like asking him, like, so what do you think? Do you have any light bleed coming in from the side, anything like that?
And I was all like, stop bothering me, I'm playing video games.
Yeah, he was like, shut up. And I was like, so No light bleed. So I had to try it out for myself, and I put it on. And yeah, when you put it on correctly, it works very well. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. It's pretty comfortable. Nathan did end up forgetting that he was even wearing it.
That's true.
And the nose gap is sufficiently covered while it's on, and it's not bothersome. Like, I thought this sticking out would be bothersome to me. However, if you have a larger nose, if you...
I have a larger nose.
You do have a larger nose, but maybe there are people with larger noses still. Like
Gandalf.
It may press into the front of your nose if your nose sticks out a lot farther than mine does. But overall, for $19, not a bad deal.
Yeah. For $19, I would have to say that if you're someone who only plays like by yourself, no one ever plays on your system.
Yeah, like if you're not, yeah. Because I've shared headsets with lots of people who, some of them don't sweat at all, right? And it's like you can pass back and forth and there's no problem, right? And then there's other people who, like, you put them in the robot game and all they're doing is moving stuff and they're like raining on your carpet after they're done, right? And those are the people who you want to have one of these for, because you can't take off the foam and wash it, so you have one of these. So yeah, they're good. Yeah, I like them. They get my thumbs up.
They have my thumbs up if you have friends.
Yeah, thumbs up if you, and if
you're a loner in a basement, don't worry about it.
You're going around, if, like, for instance, like here we have multiple people a day using the same headset,
there's multiples,
right? So
every day.
So I have more than one of these inserts here, and I have other covers on the other ones.
VR covers, right?
Yeah. So I have VR cover as well, which I also like, but it's not the subject of this today.
It is not. Why'd you bring it up, you lemon?
Good. You lemon. Also, hey, check this out. Isn't that sweet? Hey, Jared, can you zoom in on me for a sec?
That's awesome.
Oh, there he is. Hello, Nathan.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing well.
Good. Nathan's right over my shoulder.
Actually,
that's Nathan.
That's not Nathan. That's my alter ego, Brengle's beard.
Oh, right, that's Brengle's beard. And he painted this badass background here.
I was going to say boss.
What's that?
It's boss.
That's a boss background, yeah.
It is.
The way we got the green screen set up right now kind of has Nathan cut off at the eyeballs, but that's all right. He's just kind of peeking in at the show. Or sorry, Brengle's beard.
Brengle's beard.
Peeking in at the show, yeah. So
that's what I do.
Okay, so this week we decided that we're going to look at some art programs. There are more than what we're looking at
today. We're not doing games?
What? No, this time we're talking about stuff you can do that is not a game. And what better to do than to make art in 3D virtual reality?
Indeed.
That you can, in most cases, in fact, I think every case, instantly share it on the internet.
Or virtually commit crime, as you're going to find out later. Let's just move on, you'll see.
I don't even know what he's talking about. Okay, let's move on to the first game. This one came out not too long ago, and it comes from Google. It is called Blocks. And it's basically, it's a low poly, low skill required.
I think we should also point out that what's happening behind us right now is
sped up.
It's sped up.
It's sped up a lot.
It doesn't look like crazy like that.
We are still trying to, obviously the green screen is new technology to us and we're just learning it. So that's why Nathan appears kind of see-through at the moment.
It's my magic kimono.
Yeah, it's your magic kimono. That's cool. I actually kind of like it, and I think we should just leave it in.
Yeah.
But anyway, the point is, Blocks is. I almost think of Blocks as like, it kind of feels like playing with Play-Doh, sort of, except better, because I'm not very good with Play-Doh, right? But I'm very proud of what I made in Blocks today. This little scene of the dude sitting under the tree eating an apple that they're watching here.
Yep.
I could never have made that with Play-Doh.
Nice.
No.
Nice. For me, compared to the other experiences I've had today, this feels a little like the MS Paint of what VR has to offer in our programs.
But the thing is, and that's, I think, honestly, totally their intention, right? That's what they set out to do. And it's free, right? So
I like the price.
Yeah, the price is good. At that price, you can't afford not to buy it. Now, I've heard you can actually export models. There's someone on Twitter who made like a whole landscape, and he made cars. and clouds and trucks, and he imported it all into Unity and made an animation, or a VR animation. He stood at the side of his road and a car came going by and a truck went by, and I was like, that was really cool. And
that's pretty cool.
I asked him how long he spent doing it. He said it was about 20 hours doing that. So I'm not quite there with my dude sitting at the pond. That's probably maybe an hour or two, but
when you get into it, you'll find that you feel suddenly compelled to do animations like you were in a Nintendo game from the early 90s. You won't be able to control yourself. It's the polygon sort of like blocky shapes that you get to work with.
The funny thing about it is that's actually what I set out to do initially.
Well, you did a great job.
I was going to do that. I was wanting to make a 3D platformer sort of level looking thing, and then I just kind of was like, you know what, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work.
Yep.
So I'm just going to go ahead and make a tree. And then I was like, you know what, why didn't I put some apples on this tree? And I'm like, since there's apples on the tree, why don't I make a dude sitting under it eating apples
wouldn't you?
That came from the tree? And then I was like, you know what else I would be doing if I was sitting by the river eating apples off of a tree? Probably reading and or drawing in a book. So I gave him a book.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And the thing is when I first loaded this up the first time and I went through the tutorial, I was like, oh man, this is so basic. Like, you couldn't do anything. But then I saw people, like some of the stuff that people were making, and I was like, this is actually pretty cool, and it looks like there's stuff you can do that is not explained during the tutorial.
Yep.
And so I just played
Even
around
just
with it a lot.
watching your screen right now, I'm seeing a lot of stuff that they didn't explain in the tutorial, because I never use those pliers at all.
Right.
Like, I don't know what to do with these things. I'm gonna ignore them.
Yeah. So, so anyway, it allows you to make some pretty and I, like I say, I didn't spend a lot of time doing this, but when people do spend time, they do some crazy stuff. And like I say, like me, I only know how to paint the entire object in like one stroke, right? Like it's either all red or nothing. But I've seen models where it looks very much like they figured out how to paint one side of something or one part of something, and unless they're just really good at like making things blend together. But anyway, so that's Blocks. That's from Google. That's free if you have a VR headset on Rift, and I think also on Vive as well. So there's really no good reason for it not to be in your library unless you really hate stuff.
Yeah, I would agree with that. At that price, I can't make any argument against it.
No, you got nothing.
I got nothing.
Cool. So so that was the first game that we looked at. The second one is like it, but a little more in depth, and this one's been out for quite a while. This was a launch title with the touch controllers, and it is Oculus Medium. It is more in depth. You can do a lot more with Oculus Medium than you can with Blocks, in that you can, sculpt and smooth, and you got all the tools that you would expect to find in well, I would use Blender to sculpt, but I'm sure ZBrush has a lot of similar stuff like this. You can do the mirror down the axis, and whatever you do on one side will happen on the other. So it's good, and good for making symmetrical stuff. Here's me. I started out thinking I was going to make a face, and then I decided, you know what? It kind of looks like a dragon.
You made a dragon too?
Because I can't do faces. So
it's exciting. We both
then I was
made
like, you know what? Dragon it is. So
we're like dragon. We're like double dragon.
We are. Whoa!
Boom! Don't sue us.
Yeah. And so, anyways, so Oculus Medium is obviously, it's got a lot more that you can do, and certainly a lot more than even I have the slightest idea how to do.
Like most things in life.
Yeah, literally, like everything. But, it's good for like people who are serious about sculpting in VR, I think, right? I mean, obviously, I was looking at the Oculus forums and some of the FAQs they have, and there's stuff that they're still working on bringing into it, so it's not by any means a perfect program. But you can even import your own objects that you make in other programs to use as what do they call it? They're either stamps or stencils. I can't remember which one, but basically it imports it as one solid object, right?
Right.
So then you can say model, like, I don't know, say you're making a graveyard scene or something like that. You can model the tombstones in your Maya or 3ds Max or Blender, and then import it in.
AutoCAD? Can you put AutoCAD drawings in?
I have no idea. If it can save as an OBJ, then
that's exciting.
Because I believe that's the only extension it accepts. You can also export as OBJs to then put in, I assume, into your modeling program to.
Well, I'm just wondering, like, could you make something in this and 3D print it?
I have no idea. Honestly, I know nothing about 3D printing.
Yeah, that'd be fun. If you know the answer to that question, comment below.
Yeah, that would be cool. I suspect you probably can, and if not, they can probably convert it to something that can.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. And so that's medium.
How much is it?
Oh, okay. So medium. Well, if you're buying Oculus Touch, if you've got a Rift and you're buying Touch, well, it's free.
Wow, I like that price.
Yeah, once again, no reason not to have it. No
Yeah.
good reason not to have it. Unless, of course, you're not
In
going to
fact,
use it, and then it's just taking
It's
up
kind of
space.
underpriced, I'm going to say.
It is underpriced. Unless you don't have Touch.
Okay.
Maybe you're on the Vive or another headset and you want to use it.
Yep.
You're looking at $34.99.
Yeah, I think having the touch controllers really helps that might be okay on Vive.
Yeah, I don't know how it would work at all. I mean, we have one. We could
Yeah, we could
probably
try it
find out. But I think you need Revive to do that, and I haven't even looked into how to make that work. And I hate filling with crap, so if it involves a lot of that, I'm probably not going to do it. But we can.
But
set
yeah, it
it
might
up
be
and
okay
have
on
a look.
Vive. Like just from our experience, well, from my experience anyway, I think it'd probably be okay on Vive. Like, but the Oculus Touch controllers really do help this game. Like, it's like having that feel like you're actually touching the tools really makes this like a program fun.
Which means in a little while, when the Knuckles controllers come out on the Vive,
it's gonna be even
it's
awesomer.
gonna be even better, probably. Yeah. So there's gonna be just this back and forth battle of who's got the better controller, and you know who wins that battle? The consumer.
Yes,
You and me.
indeed.
And
Jeremy.
And you. And Jeremy a little bit. Yeah. So so medium is one that I like. Again, it's, I don't know, I played it when it first came out, and I made a few things, but it was running really crappy on my rig at home. I don't know if I've ever actually used it here before, so it runs a lot better here than it did at home. So
Yeah, it runs really well.
I could see myself actually trying to model stuff for that game.
I could easily have spent another couple hours in there and just played.
In fact, I'm kind of thinking that I just kind of, because I'm on this thing right now. Sorry, this is not exactly right, but I'm on this kick right now where I'm like trying to like do self-improvement stuff, right? So I'm doing a drawing a day for 30 days or something like that. And I'm kind of thinking like, from doing this, I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to do this again, the 30-day thing again, but in various VR art programs.
Well, maybe you should do that.
Like right now, I'm
and
just
post it so people can make fun
that's
of it.
what I'm doing. And by the way, I'm using Instagram now. I think I'm. What am I? I think I'm. You know what? I'll have to get back to you. I'll put it down in the comments. It's either There Goes To, Bearded Dragon, or just my name, Daryl Henry. I can't remember, but it's a Dads and Dragons account. Anyways, you can look it up. I'm on Instagram. I'm posting my drawings there, posting
Nice
pictures
work.
of my kids. And yeah, because apparently that's what the kids do. So I've got some interns now too, by the way, which you know, and maybe they know. But they hang out here, and they're high school kids. And I said, and you know, I put one of them in charge. I said, you know what? Here's the thing. Instead of me contacting all of you separately, how about I make this one the manager, and he can contact all you guys, because they're all friends anyway. They know each other from school. So something like that just seems easier. I'll tell you, you tell them. Boom, done. Right?
Yep.
And they sat down and started like getting on their phones. I'm like, are you guys setting up a Facebook Messenger group? Because I was like, I tried to do that with you guys, and it said, sorry, they're not accepting messages right now, or something like that. I'm like, I've never seen that in my life. So I said that to them. I said, you setting up a Facebook group? You know what they said? They said, no, young people don't really use Facebook.
You're old.
Well, so are you.
Way to be old.
You're older.
What? That's not true.
So anyways, it turns out
I was connecting with him on MySpace, and it was going great.
It turns out that I'm not as hip and with it as I thought I was.
What?
Yeah. So, so that was decidedly not lit.
So now you're
Fam.
on Instagram.
I'm now on Instagram. Yeah,
Wow.
Dads and Dragons. Check me out. And let's move on to the last one.
Let's do it.
Which is my favorite and your favorite. And it
is
got
my
even
favorite.
to be my favoriter the more like when I got out of the headset.
That's
Right.
some great grammar. But go on.
We're talking about Kingspray here. Kingspray is a graffiti game, and you've got. Is this the one you talk about breaking the law?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
You get to virtually break the law.
You
in
get to
this game.
virtually break the law. Anyway, so this is a spray painting game, and you can. So what we're seeing right now is normally when you record the screen, you'd be seeing from my perspective, but I found out you can replay your painting and watch yourself paint the painting. So that was pretty cool. So I threw that up so you can see how that works. yeah, you got all the different caps. You got different. You can adjust the pressure, so you can use.
You can do different pressure. You can have different metallic. You can add more metallic flakes or less metallic flakes to make it flat. Yeah, there's like a million things.
The graphics in it are amazing too. Like, I think it was done in Unreal Engine. I'm pretty sure, and so it just you really get this sense of actually spray painting. Like even the haptic feedback when you shake the can and the sound of it.
Sometimes you shake
so
it
nice.
just for fun. You're like,
You
don't have to do it, but you're doing it anyway.
Yeah. If you go too fast, it ruins it because the audio doesn't. Yeah. But if you keep it slow. But the thing that I liked too, which I didn't find out until you went into it, is that when you're on the monitor, the computer monitor, you can actually change where the camera's positioned and kind of like do switching, like what Jeremy's doing there when he comes close on me or you or both of us, or just like that.
Yep. Didn't say a thing. Why do you always accuse me of saying stuff? The other neat thing about changing the views is when you turn around, you can actually see where the camera is. Right from the person in the game.
Yeah.
So as Daryl was switching the views, and I would turn around, and I could see where the screen was, and I'd turn around, and I'd look, and then he'd switch, and I could see where it moved to.
Which is cool. I don't even know what he was seeing in that.
Yeah, it's like a blue screen with a camera behind it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no
It
matter
would be really
where you
cool
come,
if you had like a webcam and you could like literally see my face on the screen, like as if I'm peering in at you.
that would be creepy.
That would be. Yeah.
But
and
fun.
I could think of ways to make it creepier. Like you're
Be
painting
great.
and then you turn around and I'm like this scary clown mask.
Dude, yes.
It'd be awesome.
If you're the game developer, feel free to add like a scary version of this game for like Halloween, where like instead of that screen, it's a creepy clown face looking in a window. Or
Yes, that's right. Feel free. You have our permission.
you do. Twice.
Yeah. So anyway, Kingspray is $16.99. I don't think we said that yet.
No, we haven't.
And in my opinion, it is definitely 100% worth it if you like art, right? Like if you're an artist, this is...
Or if you like breaking the law.
I have never actually done any graffiti with spray paint.
Have you done graffiti in a bathroom?
I've never done graffiti ever.
Really? In a bathroom? You've never like written like for a good time call?
Never in my life
Daryl
have I
Henry
written that, no.
At 519.
Stop it.
4.
You can stop. You've probably given them enough to steal my identity now.
Probably.
Yes.
And you're going to give all the pictures that they need on your Instagram, so
that's right.
They're set.
There you go. That's it. That's what we got. That's what we got for this week.
But we didn't even say whether or not I thought it was worth it.
Oh.
At 16.
Okay. Do you think it's worth it at 16?
Yes.
Wow.
Easily. I'd pay more. In fact, I'm going to pay $16 for this game, and then I'm going to send another $2 to developers as a tip.
Yeah? How are you going to do that?
I have no idea. But once I figure it out.
There you go. If you're the developers, Nate owes you
$2.
$21.
Daryl's paying.
You said you were going to buy it and then give him $2.
That's true. I did. That's right. I'm going to use Daryl's money to do it. It's going to be great.
I see. Nice. I see how it works. Okay. All right. Well, that's it.
It's not totally it.
Isn't it?
It's not. Well, I just think it's really important to talk about the Game of Thrones festival that's coming up.
Oh my goodness, the Game of Thrones festival, right?
Right.
That's coming up in Blythe, Ontario.
Blythe, Ontario, June 2nd and 3rd, 2018. Cowbell is where we're having it.
Cowbell Brewery.
Cowbell Brewing. And we're going to have like 6 houses competing for the kingdom. There's going to be jousting, and actually the attendees are going to be partaking in it as well. You can actually pick a house and then try to earn renown for that house through like competition or by
See, I thought
convincing.
you meant the attendees got to joust.
That would be awesome.
Wouldn't it?
I don't think we can legally do that, but if I can figure out how.
Nice.
But there might be an ice bar. There is definitely going to be themed beer. And we're going to have actors and authors and different people on panels.
Now, are they actors from the Game of Thrones?
Yes, they are.
Oh, cool.
Yes, they are. And they'll be
Cool.
announced once they're confirmed.
Well, I hope
But
my
it's gonna be
favorite
awesome.
is there.
Who's your favorite?
never seen this show.
What?
Sorry, I watched one episode. I have Netflix. It's not on Netflix. When
That's true.
comes to
It
Netflix-
is incredibly hard to watch it
Yeah.
in Canada. HBO, despite your little disclaimer or warning that's, for all the pirates that says it's now super easy to get Game of Thrones in Canada. It's not. Come to Canada and see for yourself. It's really not that easy.
I haven't looked, to be perfectly
Yeah.
honest with you. I
Yeah.
figured-
You know what? If you ever have like a spare 15 minutes, just go through the process of trying to figure out how to get HBO in Canada.
Okay.
Just for the experience.
I don't really want that experience.
You don't.
I
You
want
really
them
don't.
to just put it on Netflix.
That would be the best.
Probably not happening, is
Just sell it to Canadian Netflix. Canadian Netflix, just buy it. Raise Netflix by $2 and I'll happily pay it. And Daryl will pay everybody else's.
I don't think that's true. I don't think I'm
Totally
gonna do
true.
that. All right, well, good. Let's wrap it up then because we've gone off topic like 20 times.
All right.
This show's going to be 20 hours long.
Okay.
All right, so that is it.
Yep. Next week we'll be doing the unboxing of all the craft beer companies. Right? Didn't you line up all these different craft beer companies who are going to send us beer to unbox?
No.
Oh, well, if you're a craft beer company, just feel free to do that.
Yeah. Totally. That can happen. But anyways, yeah, thanks for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe. Head over to dadsdragons.com for more content and
talk about everything you've seen here in the comments.
Stream. There's going to be a stream 3 days a week now. And I'm doing it over lunchtime. We'll just be streaming gameplay, and usually I'll try to do like the newest game that came out, unless it sucks, and then I'll find something else.
Yep.
So tune into that. That's on YouTube, on our YouTube there, and we'll see you next week or tomorrow for the stream.
All right.
Bye.
See you later.